YouTube Success Blueprint. To learn more about growing your YouTube channel and creating passive income as a YouTuber, register for my YouTube Success Blueprint by clicking the link in the description below this video. Hey, what's up guys? John here. America is going to have some of the hardest days it's ever had right in front of us, I believe. I think that this could equate to starvation in America. It could equate for food shortages at levels that we could only imagine in third world countries. No power, no banking, no internet access, none of that. It sounds crazy. It sounds, unrealistic. But when you're looking at the world leaders, they're all saying that this is a very likely possibility. The World Economic Forum, for example, next month they're holding an event called Cyber Polygon, where they account for a situation that could turn off the entire power grid. Imagine no power. How scary the world would be. We remember just last year when they announced the pandemic, how people behaved at stores fighting over toilet paper, literally hitting each other with wine bottles. Things got crazy, and that was nothing in comparison. Imagine how people would act within 24 hours, 48 hours. It would be petrifying to be anywhere, especially a big city. So we got some big problems coming. But this isn't a theory. This isn't, I'm literally reading it straight from their handbook. It's right on the website. And, I'm looking at all these things and just connecting the dots for all of us to really see what they're saying so we can have a dialogue and a conversation about this. Because this is something that would bring America to its knees. Drop your comments below. Very curious as to what you guys think about all this. And do you think that this is a very likely scenario? Drop your comments below. Smash that like button. Help me share this video. And let's begin. Energy chief urges more private-public cooperation on cyber defenses, cites risk of cyber attacks as crippling the U.S. power grid. Okay, same date. Go over here. A glitch at a key internet company caused parts of the web to crash on Tuesday. It won't be the last time. Who are these companies? New York Times, Amazon, Hulu. They all went down temporarily. Very, very interesting. Look at the website, cyberpolygon.com. This is what they are preparing for. They think that this is the biggest threat that's going to be coming. And, it is pretty concerning. It says, during the online exercise, the teams will practice response actions at the moment of a targeted supply chain attack on a corporate ecosystem. Imagine all hospitals wiped out, no power. Theme, recent years have seen a surge in the number of attacks targeting supply chains, giving the global trend towards the development of ecosystems across the business community. The vulnerability of supply chains has become a growing concern. With that in mind, the central theme of this training this year will be the ecosystem security and mitigation of supply chain attacks. The United States Department of Agriculture just spent $4 billion to strengthen the food supply chain. $4 billion. This was today. It says the funds will go to strengthen the food system, support food production, improve processing investments in distribution and aggregation, and market opportunities, the department said in its announcement. The Agriculture Department said it will spend more than $4 billion to address supply chain issues in the farm sector highlighted by the pandemic and recent cyber attacks on meatpacker JBS. What we really need is a transformational change in order to build back better our food systems and our AG systems, one that is economically, environmentally, and nutritiously more resilient and fairer and more open, AG Secretary Tom Vilsack said on a call with reporters Tuesday. The funds will go to strengthen the food system, support food production, and improve processing investments in distribution, aggregation, and marketing opportunities. Though the Biden administration Build Back Better initiative, USDA will help to ensure the food system of the future is fair. Of the future, the food system of the future. Really take that in. Not the past, not our current food system. They're literally changing our entire food system. Competitive, distributed, and resilient supports health with access to healthy, affordable foods, ensures growers and workers receive a greater share of the food dollar, and advances equity as well as climate resilience and mitigation. The administration also announced a supply chain disruptions task force Tuesday to examine the issue, which will be led by Vilsack Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, a Commerce Secretary Gina Raimondo. Vilsack told reporters there would be a number of covenants and stakeholders to do a deeper analysis of some of the challenges that we face and gain from them some of the knowledge and direction as to how we might be able to strengthen the supply chain. The food production systems, while remarkably efficient, has also left many small to medium-sized producers behind, Vilsack said. This challenge of the supply chain adds to a number of concerns that have arisen about our current food system, a system where nearly 90% of all farms fail to generate a majority of the income for those who own and operate the farm, he said. While productivity has soared, it has come at the expense of an alarming rate of topsoil loss and soil and health water quality, he said. The nutrition system often provides food, but can fail to provide adequate nourishment. And the food system in general has seen rapid consolidation and a lack of competition. So they want to drive more competition to the food industry. Lastly, he also said the system has lacked equity for socially disadvantaged producers and a fair shot for smaller or medium-sized producers. It blows my mind how they find ways to plug in equity, inequality. They plug in these real buzzwords, racism. They'll plug these words in as a way to, make their delivery sound much more for our benefit. If you look at the vision of World Economic Forum, they seem to have a really good way of predicting the future. So what they've done in October 2019 is they were kind of worrying about a potential issue that could come in front of us. And then a few months later, a potential issue became a reality for all of us. Now they are worrying about this new potential issue. So what does that mean? Well, I think it means that we should all be paying attention closely. I think that it would be foolish for us to kind of write this off if we're looking out at the world and we're seeing the press secretary or the energy secretary saying it. We're seeing Biden talking about it. We're seeing it across all major news outlets. We're seeing major outlets go down, and we're seeing countries lose power. And we're seeing the Colonial Pipeline hack, the JBS hack. We're seeing all these things happen. It seems like what they are doing is, letting us know that there could be a big problem. And if that problem becomes our reality, the question then becomes are you prepared? Because if you're not, that's going to be a real big problem. 2 weeks ago, Nigeria's entire power grid went out. So you have Puerto Rico impacted, Nigeria impacted. Think about how bad people will react and respond to a catastrophe like that within a day, within 2 days, within 3 days. You would have to hide in the hills, essentially, because people, big cities, it would get horrible, and it would get horrible very, very fast. So what I would be concerned about and what I'm contemplating is, in the event that something like that did happen, what would happen to people's financial position when they can't access capital? They have no money, they have no gasoline, they have no ability to move around. They're going to be on foot knocking on doors. That's what I think is going to happen. In the event that this actually did happen, if this did occur like they are predicting. But I'm curious, what do you guys think about all this? Do you think that this could be a reality? If so, do you think this, if it did become a reality, do you think that this would impact the economy as a whole, long term? Even if this just happened for a week or 2 weeks, that is a long time. Do you think it would impact the stock market, the real estate market, all markets, crypto, Bitcoin? This is something we have to take into consideration. And if it was any other person or outlet talking about this besides Biden's administration and the World Economic Forum, which essentially, if you don't know what the World Economic Forum is, it is largely every successful corporation in the world crammed into one room. So all the billionaires, BlackRock, Microsoft, Apple, every big company is a part of the World Economic Forum. So if these people are together and they control essentially all the companies that would be impacted by this supply chain issue, then what does that say? I think it says that we need to have a dialogue about this. Drop your comments below. I'm really curious what you guys think about this. I'm getting prepared. I'm getting prepared right now because I think that, being prepared, I'd rather be prepared than underprepared in the event that something happened. Right now, I see the direction that the world's going. I don't like it. Traveling is difficult. That would only get worse. It's going to be important to be able to get around and move and navigate and really have freedom and ability. But food, an ability to defend yourself, being able to really have control in a dark and desperate situation like what they're forecasting. But drop your comments below, smash that like button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. YouTube Success Blueprint. If you've enjoyed this video and want to dive deeper into growing your YouTube channel and create passive income as a YouTuber, check out my YouTube Success Blueprint by clicking the link in the description below this video. One of the richest men in the world, Warren Buffett, once said, "Opportunities come infrequently. When it rains gold, put out a bucket, not a thimble." I get the feeling that many men and women today are using thimbles instead of buckets. The truth is that we're in a huge wave of opportunity. I'm not suggesting that the current situation hasn't caused any financial damage to people's lives, because it certainly has. You may be one of those who have been fired, transferred, demoted, or had his assets repossessed. When looking up my own channel statistics on Social Blade, you can see that I was able to grow from a mere 11,000 subscribers to 120,000 subscribers in just 15 months. You could do this too, and I want to show you how. My YouTube Success Blueprint is a complete A to Z guide that teaches you the necessary steps in order to get your channel up and running within a few days. YouTube is an explosive avenue where you can earn thousands of dollars based simply on uploading videos and monetizing them for views. Think of a bridge with a toll on it. That is a video that's monetized on YouTube. It also serves a great channel to capture leads and potential new clients. Personally, I'm receiving roughly $30,000 per month in video views through Google AdSense just by people watching my videos on YouTube with 120,000 subscribers. This number is likely only going to grow as more and more people become accustomed to using YouTube. We have roughly 2.3 billion monthly users on YouTube, and I could see that number hit 3 billion in no time. To learn more about growing your YouTube channel and creating passive income as a YouTuber, register for my YouTube Success Blueprint by clicking the link in the description below this video.